Hi everyone, I'm Luke here with Luke's John Deere Garage, and we are here on our property, here with the Luke's John Deere Garage workshop over here. And I'm here with Timothy, with Timothy's Tractors. Here's his workshop here. So today we're going to go ahead and show you our big John Deere collection, updated for 2023. So the first machine we have here is actually an X758. Yeah, we've upgraded a good bit since last time, and we got a pretty good deal on this one. So Timothy, you want to demonstrate the X758 for us? That's a pretty strong machine there. All right, all jokes aside though, let's go ahead and talk about these 20 machines that we have lined up here. So the first one here belongs to my 8-year-old brother. You probably remember this from last year, John Deere pedal tractor. And next, this one belongs to Timothy. This is a John Deere RX95 rear engine riding mower. It's got a little 12.5 horsepower Kawasaki, and I believe it's a 30-inch deck, is that right? Mm-hmm. And that's a cute little machine and good little lawnmower. And next we've got this John Deere 110 here that Timothy picked up. You want to tell us about this one?
Yeah, I believe this is a 1973 or so. I'm not exactly sure on the year. The engine's not locked up. I haven't really done anything to get it running yet, except get some tires and wheels on it and get it off the ground, but I'm excited to get started on that one.
Yeah, that's a nice little round fender 110, so definitely not the type of stuff we normally work on here, but we're kind of excited to get into that. Next here we got this one I actually just picked up a couple days ago. Someone was giving it away. It was actually a customer of mine that bought a John Deere from me in the past, and this is an SST 15, despite what the decal says, and kind of a fun little mower actually. It's a zero turn, but it looks like a lawn tractor, and it actually runs great after some internal engine work. The carburetor lost the screws for its throttle plate and sucked them into the cylinder and froze up the valves, so that was sort of a weird problem, but it actually runs fine now. It's got a 15 horsepower single cylinder Kohler command. And the other machine that has the identical engine to that is this one right here. This is an LX255, and this belongs to my dad, and this was also in the last video. This has also got Kohler CB15S single cylinder command. Super reliable engine, 42-inch deck. Good mower, we use that around the yard quite a bit. This I believe is a parts machine of Timothy's, right Timothy?
Yeah, this is just a parts machine.
It's a 317. Got the twin cylinder KT17. Looks like a Series 1 from here, but that's a good parts machine. And this is my parts machine. This is a 316. It's got obviously a little later 316 because it's got the powder coating issues, but gotten a good bit of parts off of this to get the 318s going. Here's my 314, and I've got a 48-inch replacement deck on this, so that's pretty nice. Still kind of fighting with getting the right belt on it, but that's part of the fun. This has the single cylinder K321, 14 horsepower of course, and this tractor has actually got a really reliable engine. It can sit for a while but still run just fine, and it runs fine. It's, you know, a little bit uncomfortable to drive compared to the fancier machines like the 318, but it's a solid machine. Alright, next we're going to get into the trio of 318s here, and these 318s are all proudly owned by Timothy of Timothy's Tractors. So Timothy, what can you tell us about the 318s?
Well, this 318 has a B48 from a 420 tractor, so a little bit bigger of an engine.
Okay.
This was a pretty good tractor. I've got some issues with a couple bolts broken off in the heads, so I'm going to probably be pulling that engine again, trying to mess with that a little bit. But it's a good tractor. Other than that, it's got a nice rebuilt 46-inch deck, and it's a lot of fun to mow with.
Nice. And it looks like there's another one here.
This one I've also got a deck for, which I'm in the process of rebuilding. This one I just kind of got running recently. This is just a regular old 318, but it's a good tractor nonetheless.
It's got some kind of hitch on the back. What's that?
It does. I think that's homemade, I believe. It's some kind of sleeve hitch, which I have no use for at all.
It's for sale if anyone wants it.
Yeah. And this is my last 318, even though I'm frantically looking for more. And this is a great 318. This one came from Luke actually, but it's mine now. And I've pretty much rebuilt this one. This one's got the replacement Linamar LX790 engine. So 2 more horsepower than the standard owning from a 318. But this is a great tractor with a nice solid deck and LED lights, and everything's great on that tractor.
That's pretty nice. Leave a comment if you're interested in this machine. It is actually for sale. as well as a couple other of these, which we'll mention. The next one here I've got is a 425, a really good solid 425. Needs a little paint on the fender pan, but it runs great. Of course, it's got the Kawasaki FD620D, and just a really solid machine overall. Looking for a mower deck for that one, so I can get it mowing again, because it's actually not with a deck right now, but that's all right. It's not too big a deal. Maybe could use some blaster on the hood as well. Okay, next we've got a 445, and I'll let Timothy tell you about this machine of his, which is for sale.
This is just a standard 445. Loaded tires all around. Someone used this machine with a loader, so they definitely put some money into that, and it's got a nice newer zero-turn seat. Everything works good on this tractor. It's got the dash, obviously, with the fuel gauge and temperature gauge, and it's got tail lights and headlights. And
why don't you fire this one up? So that's the 22 horsepower, I believe, Kawasaki fuel injected FD620D in this 445, which is for sale, and it's got a 54-inch deck with it, so that's a nice machine there. Alright, this machine here is my current project for this month. This is an X485, believe it to be around a 2004 model, and I'm in the process of getting this one cleaned up and running better. It's got the 62-inch deck. I've got a new seat for it, but I didn't put it on before the video. And this machine will be for sale probably within the next month or so. So if you're in the southeast or anywhere in the East Coast, we can help with shipping. Definitely keep an eye out for this machine, because that's going to be a good solid mower. Next here we've got my Project 430. It's in the process of a water pump replacement, so forgive the disattached alternator, but that one's got new tires on it, and I just completely rebuilt the 60-inch deck for that, so that one will be coming soon as well. And next we have my other 430, which is outfitted with the John Deere Model 44 loader, as well as the suspension seat, a John Deere weight box here on the back on a Category 0 3-point hitch. It's also got new tires here. It's got wheel weights. You want to demonstrate the loader, Timothy? It's a PTO powered loader, so you flip on the PTO, and there's the loader controls. 20 horsepower Yanmar diesel engine, of course. And this machine is actually for sale. I'll leave a link in the description to the ad for this machine. It may be sold by the time you're seeing this, but feel free to leave a comment and ask. This is a pretty rare setup, and I think it's going to make somebody a fun machine. The next thing we have here is actually another pretty rare little tractor here. This is a John Deere 655 compact tractor, and this has the small 16 horsepower diesel engine that would have been found in a 330 or 332, but it's in a full-size compact tractor here. It's got a real Category 1 3-point hitch here and a 540 RPM PTO, a 2-speed hydrostatic drive, split brakes, power steering. It's got everything that you would find in a tractor of a bigger size in a small footprint here. And I've actually been using this one for my Woodland Mills stump grinder to grind up a bunch of stumps on the property, as you can see over there. So this machine actually gets used quite a bit, but it is for sale as well, so feel free to reach out if you're interested in this one. And next we have a couple of 755s with loaders here, so I'll let Timothy tell you about one, and I'll tell you about the next one.
so this 755 is mine, and I picked this one up in Florida a few months ago, and it's been a pretty good project so far. I added, so this one didn't come with any hydraulics, and I'm planning on using this with my loader. So I found this joystick kit that I added for this tractor, and I'm still working on mounting this loader. I just got this attached yesterday, but this is a Farm King loader for a different tractor, and it's a pretty good fit overall, so I'm excited to get that working and usable.
Yeah, that looks good. And the next 755 is kind of my main machine here. I actually have had this a little over a year. In fact, I think I got this right after we made the last John Deere collection video, which I'll leave a link to below. This is my 4-wheel drive 755 with the John Deere 70 loader, which looks like it's recently developed a leak. So I'll have to look into that after the video. But I converted this over to the skid steer quick attach, so I can put these forks on, or I can put on the 60-inch bucket it comes with. Of course, it's got the 3-point, which I've just got some weight on, but that's actually a really useful machine. They're quite high maintenance, right? These 55 series tractors, as they're getting older, they tend to leak and blow lines and blow water pumps and stuff like that. But overall, they're really good machines for the money, and you really can't beat the value if you want to get a tractor like this and not pay almost $20,000 or even more than $20,000 sometimes. And let's see, we're getting toward the end here. We've got my John Deere 997 diesel zero-turn. I think you saw this in the last video if you watched that. If not, like I said, go ahead and watch that again. But this is a 31 horsepower diesel zero-turn. Went ahead and put new tires on this since last time and just put new blades on it a couple days ago. So that gets used to mow our 8 acres here, as well as a bunch of friends' yards around the neighborhood. So that definitely gets used a lot, but great reliable mower. And the last mention here is my 2005 Gator TX that I recently got. This is also mine. Not currently for sale, but could be for the right price, right? But went ahead and added a trailer hitch to this. It's got the power dump. Like I said, it's a TX model, so it's got the rear suspension, and really do use that a lot around here. That's a handy machine. So that's an overview of our 2023 John Deere collection. And we've got 20 machines here. I guess 22 if you count the 2 toys on the end, but definitely got our projects cut out for the summer, and we appreciate you watching this video. And many of these machines will be for sale in the coming months, so definitely feel free to leave a comment if you see a specific one you feel an attachment to. And next year we'll hopefully do an update and have some different machines and keep this tradition going here. So thanks for watching, and subscribe to Luke's John Deere Garage and Timothy's Tractors, which I'll leave a link to down below. And we'll see you next time.